Hi, my name is Cole Supman, and today I'm reading an essay about one of my many beliefs. The belief I'm talking about today is that I believe that old classic cars and trucks are better than the cars and trucks of today. From before when I was even born, and while I was growing up, my grandpa and uncle would buy, sell, and trade cars, and they would run them all over the country to the people that they were buying, selling, and trading the cars with. So that's when I started a love for cars, any type of cars, trucks, cars, SUVs, everything. One of the cars in particular that my uncle has, that he bought and he still has, is a 1991 Shelby Mustang GT. And it was all black, and it was one of the most beautiful cars I've ever seen, and it's just amazing. Well, my grandpa also has three Mustangs that are from the late 80s. I don't remember the exact years, but of one. And then about 2 years ago at my junior prom, I went to my grandpa and I asked him if I could take his 1986 Mustang GT to my prom. And he let me, and I loved every second of it. And me and my friends rode around for about 3.5 hours trying to find a spot to take a picture. And so we could get a picture with the Mustang, their trucks, and all of us together. Me and my friends, my great uncle has a 1969 Chevrolet Camaro SS, and it is baby blue with white racing stripes, and it's an amazing car. No, I've never really gotten to ride in it. I've seen it before, and my dad's told me stories about him getting to ride in it, and that was one car that sparked an interest for me and gave me a dream car, which is a 1970s Chevrolet Camaro SS with a 405 big block engine in it with a 3-carb intake coming out of the hood. And so those are just, I've always loved Camaros. Even with the Transformers movie, Bumblebee was always my favorite. Right now I drive a 2001 Jeep Wrangler, which is, Jeeps have always been classics. Even though they still make them today, they're still classics, the ones they make today, because they're still just as popular today as they were over 100 years ago. With getting my Jeep, it sparked another dream car for me, which is the CJ5. It's very durable, and it's a classic Jeep, and they didn't make many of them. It's the 1964 model, which is the first year they came out with it. And from the time I was able to talk and actually carry on a conversation with my family, they would tell me about the classic cars and trucks that they had, and how with their trucks they would always go mudding. And I always want to go mudding in my Jeep and go ride around and just go off-roading. So with that, and then them telling me about that, I've just always loved classic cars, and that's one of the main reasons I believe that classic cars are better than the cars of today. Another reason I believe that is because classic cars take the past and bring them into the future and show us that when cars were made back in the 70s, 80s, and sometimes some of them even in the 90s, when they were made they were made to last, and if they were taken care of right. So that's one thing I always hope, that my grandpa will leave me one of his cars or one of his Mustangs, so I can try and keep his dream going and keep it running forever. And thank you for listening to my essay.